Big crowd tonight. Big crowd.
Well, now they're coming inside because they don't have to stand outside anymore. That's why it's louder.
They're all in the studio tonight.
You still can't get a haircut.
Can't get a haircut.
Can't get a haircut, but
getting shaggy.
But you can do all kinds of other stuff. But you can't get a frickin' haircut yet.
Can't get a haircut yet.
Now, have you guys been out at all, or?
I have.
Out?
Yeah.
I've been
what do you mean out? Like outside?
Like a patio.
Oh, patio? No.
I've been to a patio more than once.
Oh yeah. we went last weekend for the first time. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. No.
No, me and Joe did mini putt one day, which is right across from the patio. So.
Nice.
Yeah, and that's pretty much all you're allowed to do.
That's it. Well, I tell you, today I had to take a detour through some country roads, and I ended up driving by the Oshawa Zoo up on Grandview and I don't know, whatever road it is, 8. I don't know if it's on concession 8. Anyways, I was up there, and it was packed.
Really?
It was packed. Hey.
Let me cut your hair. No, you're right. I wouldn't let you cut my hair.
The whole family's here, ladies and gentlemen.
I'll wait for the professionals to do it.
Oh. They're going to need... you know what? I wouldn't go for a while. I would sit back at home because they got to sharpen up a bit. They haven't done it. These people haven't cut hair for 8. They're going to be a little rusty. I can see a few ears getting snipped at the beginning of things. So you desperate folk, you want to get in there right away. You're taking a chance, man. It's like, it's like a boxer. If they haven't been in the ring for a while, they're going to come out a little rusty. And
I'll wait a week or so.
I'll go in because really, what the hell can they mess up?
Your ear, you could cut you. They could just
I go to a place, all they do is use the clippers. It's all girls. They give you massages and
what?
Massages?
Yeah.
Where's this place?
What's it called? Stark's in Brooklyn.
Okay. Is it actually a haircut place?
It is. But they give you the old neck massage and the yeah.
You don't need to say Mark B. If you say cut hair, we know who you're talking about. Joe, Joe, all I want to know, Joe, did you graduate or did they tell you that you couldn't go through?
He graduated.
But Mark, you shave your it's not because you lost your hair. You just shave it, right?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the other one that's bald. Holy smokes.
Yeah. My hair started to recede at the back.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's probably my hairline's here.
Like you have
but
a
the thing
hairline.
is, I have it there. But the thing is, I just thought it was so much easier to cut it. I prefer it like this. If I had a choice, it would be like this. Even if
a bald man get a fractured hairline?
Even if, hey. Don't support the kid. He's bad enough. He doesn't need any help. So I even called the school and said, could you do me a favor? Could you just tell the kid you're really sorry? Just pull a fast one on him but they wouldn't do it. They said they couldn't. They're too scared. I told them, just say I'm really sorry, but you'll be back here next year.
Joe.
Yeah.
No, he had his ceremony this afternoon at the school where, you drive up, he gets out, put your mask on, walk the red carpet, get your diploma,
and jump back in the car at the other end of the red carpet.
And then they had the virtual, celebration tonight online before this, where they're all sitting there with their little caps on. And yeah, it was fun. And Joe was sitting with his cat, with Mom and the cat.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. Threw his cap up in the air, hit Mom in the head. Perfect.
Took out the ceiling fan. Oh, wow.
Someone's eye out.
Good times.
To think someone had to plan all that.
Yep.
God damn it.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Look, could you imagine if they did what Doug Ford wanted them to do, like every single class have a graduation?
Oh, man.
Like just, I'm sure it was a huge amount of work just to have the grade 8s
So
graduate,
are the
right?
schools,
definitely.
Are the schools having like, therapy sessions for the kids because they didn't have a real proper one because they're afraid they're going to get emotionally messed up because
Not yet, but they might.
Man, I'm telling you, we're so soft. Our society is so soft. I've said this 100 times. It's just it's crazy what we're doing here. And down in Uganda, we're giving kids deworming pills. And some of those kids are going to have the shock of their life when they start passing out those freaking snakes. Because that's what some of them say. It's like there's live snakes in me. You imagine.
Oh, Jesus.
And they're having to deal with that at such a young age. And but we've done 1,000 kids already since we started this week. And we have we got a nice big donation from California. And we got $750 came in yesterday. Wow. So I think we pulled in $1,000 so far for the pills, which
awesome.
When they're 17 cents a piece. Actually, now we're buying them in bulk. We're buying the pills for the price the government would pay for them because they were supposed to do this program. But we're doing it for some reason. And we're getting them for 14 cents a piece now. So we're saving 3 cents.
Fantastic.
One of the things we said we would do was give each kid a candy as well, a little candy, and the candy costs 3 cents. So basically, we get the candy and the pill now for 17 cents. So it works out really good.
Right.
So
good.
That's good.
But I'll tell one thing to dive into this quickly. It's one thing to send money down there, but you need the people down there to do the right things with the money. And these, I tell you, the group of people that we have put together there are 110% into this, and it's changing their lives as well because they're realizing what it's like when you help people. Because really before they couldn't help people because they didn't have anything to help them with. But now it's changing so many things. So it's financially beneficial, but also they're changing so many things. And a year ago when we started this, we had nothing there, and when I talked to Sebastian today on a video call, there was 3 kids watching cartoons on YouTube.
Nice.
So hey, they're like first world kids now.
What cartoons?
I don't know what they were because I was driving and I didn't have my earphones with me, and for some reason my freaking WhatsApp and my audio in my car does not want to talk to each other. So I had a really hard time understanding. So we cut the conversation short. But I'll have to find out more. But it's probably something I don't understand. Well, this is the first time they've ever watched. These kids are like teenagers. They've never seen anything like it before in their lives.
Yeah, well, that's going to be so interesting to see what they're actually.
What it
like,
is.
Is it Bugs Bunny or the
Looney Tunes all the way?
Well, they have TV there, so they do have TV channels. So it's not like they've never seen TV before. Like some of them have TVs, and they have their own programs and stuff like that. But it's interesting to see. It's great to see what they do with what they get. You know what I mean? It's just
it literally opens up a whole new world.
It has. It has, and it's that's the different. Well, right now, so the pill, giving these kids a deworming pill is one thing to get rid of them, but what we've started to notice is that the parents now are starting to pay attention to their health a little bit because this is helping them. They could have bought the pill before. It's not that it's not a huge amount of money down there. They can. It's cheaper than buying food probably. And you only have to do it 6 months. But the thing is, when you're in a point where you don't have a lot, those things aren't priority. They're not priority, right? So they get pushed aside. But when a kid's got that going on in his stomach and their nutrition goes down the drain, so everything's just no pun intended there. So no, but it is a wonderful thing, and. We raise more money when there are things that are like that. When it's critical things, it's almost borderline emergency getting these kids these pills because you're saving a life in a sense. Some of these kids can get really sick from it. So there's the HIP update. So if anyone's watching the show and they want to donate some money, 17 cents gets a deworming pill and a candy. So for $10,
there you go.
You're
That's
helping a lot of kids. So,
And that's HIP as in the Human Initiative.
Yeah.
Not tragically HIP.
Yeah, they don't need deworming pills.
No. Well, we don't think they do, but
they're just blowing high dough.
There you go.
They could buy some pills for us.
They could buy a lot, yeah.
That would be we should talk to them and say, hey, come on, they'll probably sue us.
I don't know. They seem like
no. They do
hey,
they did a lot of charity.
Bad publicity.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
So all right. So let's we're changing things up. We're gonna do a little bit of a chat. We've already talked for 10 minutes, so great start. We're gonna do This Week in Music, and then we got a list of stuff to talk about. And if anybody in the comments wants to throw a topic in there, something they want to talk about, tell us something great, funny, whatever you got. I'm sure Joe's got a few things up his sleeve. He's
already got a few things.
Now that he's a Niner.
He's a minor niner.
Niner, yeah.
How do you donate? You ask your mom for money as much as you can, and you send it over. That's how you donate.
Yeah, get the money from Mom. Just give me the money, and I'll handle the rest.
You know what? even if you sent $17, that would be deworming pills for 100 kids, right?
Yep.
Yeah. 100 kids. 100 kids.
For $17,
you could solve a lot of health problems for 100 kids.
Yep.
That's pretty awesome.
Yep.
A price of a pizza. Price of a pizza.
Eat.
That's all, folks. So yeah, let's dive into This Week in Music.
This Week in Music.
All right.
Featuring Joe.
Again,
Featuring Joe. We got to mention that.
Joe.
Featuring Joe.
Joe there. Yep. That's right. And we're still not paying you royalties. And This Week in Music is brought to you by Ovaltine.
The mug is round. The jar is round. They should call it Roundtine.
Okay. Because we're doing things a little bit different this week, I have one major news story, and then I have a whole bunch of birthdays. This is a big one. You guys ready? On June 21st, 1996, Northern Storm played to a sold-out crowd as the opening act for Blue Rodeo at Bowmanville Arena. After the show, we sold T-shirts and autographed copies of our debut album, Real Life, which was available on CD and cassette, and I believe it is still available.
It is still available.
And if you want an autographed copy, that can be arranged.
For $20, all proceeds will go to the deworming program in Uganda, and you get a CD.
Perfect.
Look at that. Talk about donate 100. We'll donate 100%. We'll donate 100%.
100%.
100%.
And will we sign them for that much money?
Yeah, sure.
I'll sign. Sure.
Yeah. We'll even get Tim to sign it.
Sure.
As an original member of the band.
Who is Blue Radio?
Who's Blue Radio?
Oh, it's Blue Rodeo. Joseph, God, you're young. You know Blue Rodeo, don't you? You've heard them.
No,
you must have. Blue Radio. Goofball. Yeah, so there's no little known fact this week, but we got a whole bunch of birthdays.
You say it's your birthday. It's my birthday too.
Born this week on June 17th, 1946, Barry Manilow. There he is. Good God help us all.
Plastic Manilow.
I remember when I was a kid, I asked my mom what she wanted for Christmas. And get rid of all those boxes of CDs and cassettes. My mom said she wanted a Barry Manilow record. So I went out to the store. I took the bus and I bought her a Barry Manilow record. I asked the guy at the record store if he could double bag it, so nobody would see me walking around with a Barry Manilow record.
Okay, so let's just. Okay, Tim, name a Barry Manilow song.
Copacabana.
Okay, whoa. No. Now, Mark, name one.
Copacabana. That's all I
it?
got.
Mandy. Yeah, I write the songs.
The two ships passing in the night one. There was one, two ships passing in the night. Free CDs to anyone watching who can name a Barry Manilow song without Googling it.
Other than Copacabana, what have you got, people?
But yeah, Barry Manilow.
Apparently there's boxes of them that Lisa wants to get rid of.
You get a box. For $100, you get a whole box of CDs.
About Kenny G. No Kenny G. No, not doing that. Moving along. Born on June 18th, 1942. Paul McCartney.
Oh.
Sir Paul McCartney. And let's whip through these quick here. June 19th, 1950. Ann Wilson from Heart. June 19th, 1963. Paula Abdul.
God, she's older than me.
June 20th. Oh, somebody's sending me messages. June 20th, 1942. Brian Wilson from Das Beach Boys. June 20th, 1946. Anne Murray.
46.
Yep. Let's see. Oh, June 20th, 1949. Lionel Richie. There the man. June. A lot of people were born on June 20th. June 20th, 1954. Michael Anthony from Van Halen. Is JD. Another June 20th, 1960. This is for Leslie. John Taylor from Duran Duran.
I thought that was Jim Carrey.
It kind of does look like him, doesn't it?
Like Jim Carrey. It looks like
Totally.
Boy.
And
the next,
Hungry Like a Wolf.
Last, what's that?
Hungry Like a Wolf. Pet Detective.
Hungry Like a Wolf. Hungry like Jim Carrey. Next we have June 22nd, 1936. Chris Christopherson. Oh, shit. No,
Cindy.
that's Cyndi Lauper.
Chris is looking terrible.
Actually, looks pretty good.
No kidding. What do you got next?
I don't
there?
have Chris Christopherson.
Okay. All right. You know what? Forget Chris Christopherson.
It wasn't. I don't think he had a birthday.
Okay. So Cyndi Lauper was born on June 22nd on 53. There we go. Now we're back on track, and we should have one more. June 22nd, 1970. Stephen Page from the Bare Naked Ladies. Is that all you got? Because that's all I got.
Before the Coke and hooker thing, or after?
I'm going with
that's
that's
after, because he's on the stage with Mo Berg there.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, he was doing that with Chris from Sloan. What was I can't remember the name of that.
That's his
band
cleaned
they put
it all
together.
up. Yeah, and the band couldn't get back together. I got to see if I have that. Let's see if I don't think I got that. Chris Christopherson. I didn't see Chris.
I probably messed it up. I was doing it in such a rush tonight, so don't worry about it. But Chris Christopherson, you can all Google your own pictures if you. Yeah, I know it's my bad. I'm sure.
It's all good. All good. So
everything's
Kenny G. Leslie likes Kenny G.
Kenny G. I don't know. Do you like Kenny G? I think I got a message from Wade here.
Uh-oh, you can't get on?
I'm watching the show, but for some reason I can't sign in on YouTube to talk. So Wade is watching, but for some reason he can't sign in to talk.
He's at the town hall. He's at the library. He's watching from the library.
Didn't we ban him? I think we banned him. Didn't we?
We banned him. I've been banning people lately too.
Oh boy. Okay. Yeah. There we go.
So so Wade's in jail. Maybe Wade's in Facebook jail, and it's.
Maybe. Yeah. So now I'm getting emails. Okay. Yeah.
Let's
check
so
my
we're
email.
back
on. Okay. Let's move on.
So off the top, tomorrow I'm going for my second shot.
Dun dun dun.
I was able to.
It's Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah, I'm getting my Michelle Pfeiffer tomorrow.
You're getting the Pfeiffer tomorrow.
Yeah, so I might be a little rough the next day. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
it all started. Lisa's like, "Oh, Lisa said you should." She sent a message saying Durham Region now has the shots available. I thought she was the AstraZeneca or whatever. So I said, "Okay, well, we'll sign up." She signed me up, and she said, "No, it's something else." And then I had it in my mind to get the Moderna one because they said that was the good one to get with the AstraZeneca. I don't know where I'm getting this freaking information from, but apparently that was in my head. So we signed up for that one, and then Lisa's sister, Camilla, she sent me a message. She works at a pharmacy. She says, "Oh, you can get the shot here now." So I went and signed up for that same day. Later that day, the phone rings from the pharmacy I initially got my shot from and said, "Oh, we can give you your vaccine now." Okay. So I said, "Okay." So I said to the guy, he says, "They're all going to work. You'll be fine." So But you still have to tell them that you're okay with getting it. They have to hear it, right? So so I go tomorrow at 4:30 to get mine finally. So it'll be all over.
4:30.
Now you are getting Pfizer because I know that there was a shortage of what they received.
They're getting limited amounts.
Okay.
So they called the people that had already been there. Oh, I gotta get the. Everyone needs their dues. Yes, I did mention.
and Mark did say that. He said,
I did. Thank you, Tim.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I would like to thank my defense team.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in court. I'm gonna get you guys.
So-
I get you guys these little curly wigs. Those white wigs.
I'd wear it.
Okay, so you had the AZ shot first.
Yeah,
Tomorrow you're getting
the Pfizer.
Pfizer. Okay. Friend of mine had the AZ shot before. She got Pfizer yesterday. Was it yesterday morning?
Yeah.
Last night she was tired. Today, not feeling too good.
Yeah, well that.
So I'm just giving you a bit of a warning.
Well,
This
it doesn't.
may or may not be the same.
It happens. It can be different to everybody.
Oh, of course, it's
And
different.
it
for
doesn't
everybody.
matter because my buddy had the AZ shot. He didn't want to mix them up. He got another AZ shot, and he just felt like shit
Felt
the
like-
second.
Well, I felt like shit after the first one.
Yeah,
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah.
I was exhausted.
Yeah.
Now I'm getting the Pfizer next Sunday. That's my second dose. But I've also heard that now, if you get 2 AstraZeneca shots, you may not be able to travel the same as if you've gotten an mRNA as your second.
You mean like travel into the States or?
Yeah,
Oh,
correct. Like
God.
there might be some limitations.
So
I
then,
don't
what do
know.
you do? Then
Well,
you're hosed. What do you take a
I
third?
know.
What do you?
I've heard that too, but I've also heard that some places are lifting that now too, because it's not
It's-
FDA
you're-
approved in the States, right?
Right.
But it is in Canada,
Yeah.
and in Europe in parts.
Yeah,
been
it's
FDA
a
approved,
British,
so-
and that the whole conspiracy theory was that the U.S. didn't because it's not a U.S. patent. It's a British.
Ah, right.
Right.
So it's they're big on the Pfizer, Moderna, Johnson and Johnson. So that was the whole theory behind that.
Wasn't Johnson and Johnson ruled out like almost immediately?
Well,
Wasn't
yeah,
there,
they
like,
had
a
some
bug-
issues. Yeah,
You don't trust a company that makes lube. You don't.
you trust the ones that make what is it, Viagra?
Viagra. Yeah, that's the one you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Ask them for a dose of that with your injection
go.
tomorrow, Mark.
It kind of it's funny. Like the weird thing is now you're gonna get this shot and you could actually end up feeling like you got the flu. Like getting the flu is one thing. You don't really know you're getting it, but to sit there and get a needle and know
to
that
wait for
and
afterwards.
you've heard all these things on the news about people dying from a shot and all this other bullshit that they throw out there. And it's like, okay, here goes. Once it's in,
The reason you feel so bad is probably from the anticipation of what could happen to you, right? From all these stories you've heard.
yeah, it's
You
true.
get so worked up about
It's
it.
like taking
So
drugs. There's no you got to wait till they all wear off before you.
Well, that's the thing. I'm sure all of us have put a hell of a lot worse shit into our bodies than
Yeah.
what they're going to be injecting us with.
I agree.
I don't
I
know.
agree. We've all had McDonald's.
Good point. Yeah.
All
yeah.
of the shit that we put in,
Yeah.
whether it's,
It's like someone
alcohol,
smoking.
drugs.
Someone smoking, complaining
Yeah.
about the freaking vaccine.
Yes.
Christ,
Yeah.
I smoked for years.
Yeah.
And right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
yep.
But it's.
I'm still alive. Barely, but I'm still alive.
Well, so the reason we don't have any our little cartoons or whatever, the freaking memes or whatever we put on the screen, because I've really been offline a lot this lately because I've been trying to curb that. I'm still in contact with all my friends and people, but the thing is I'm not, and I'll still message somebody if they post something, and oh yeah, hey, how you doing? I see the odd thing, but I'm doing more of the post and ghost, I guess, where I don't spend much time in the comments and looking for shit, and it's making a big difference.
Post and ghost. You still know all the lingo though.
Post and ghost.
The old post and ghost.
Post and ghost. Well, I got to explain myself. So, but no, it's so easy to get caught up. It's so easy to get caught up in it, right? It's and what I've been doing is, because the Euro Cup is on right now, the soccer in Europe, they have a big tournament every 4 years.
Here's the real reason, folks.
Yeah.
No, but so I was at work. I've been listening to the games just on the radio feed, which has also been very nice, because I'm not like sitting watching it on a screen unless I'm able to watch one at home when it's on. But I've been listening to the radio, and it's been neat hearing great commentary, because they have to explain it to you in more detail because you're just listening to it on the radio.
Right.
And when was the last time? Geez, I remember I used to listen to hockey games in the car sometimes, but that brought back a lot of memories of listening to good commentary. So that was kind of neat. So yeah.
Yeah, well, I still listen to the Leaf game in the car on the radio if I'm out, or if they're playing late or something, I'll lie in bed and listen to the radio.
Bowen.
Joe Bowen, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Holy Mackinac.
Remember the show? What was that show that was it Coast to Coast, where they used to talk about all the UFOs? They used to come on the radio. There was a guy who used to come on the radio at night, like really late at night, and they would have all the people call in that saw UFOs. They would tell, I saw a UFO.
Really?
I can't remember the guy's name. Maybe someone knows who the guy's name is. Very popular. It was a syndicated radio show out of the U.S.
Yeah.
Obviously,
I don't remember that at all.
It's probably out of Arizona somewhere, out of Area 51.
Had I known, I would have called in.
It's a pretty neat show. So, yeah. So a couple things on the list. We talked about it last week, but Joe is now a Niner.
Minor Niner.
Joe is a minor Niner.
The kid
is going into high school.
The kid is a Niner, and he did his graduation today. And Mark was telling us that it's a drive-through graduation.
Yeah, more or less. Yeah, we drove him up to the school, and he got out of the car, put on his cap and his mask, walked a little red carpet, got his diploma and his picture taken. And they had pizza and ice cream for the kids. He's like, hell yeah, I see that, Joe. And only my Joe, somehow him and his buddies ended up in a basketball game after the whole thing. I don't know. They found the basketball. He's hyped for no reason. Yeah, it was. It was pretty cool. You
got reason to be hyped. You're out of grade school now. You're a kid now.
You've done elementary school. Yep. Oh yeah.
I loved elementary school.
Yeah, now it's when it gets tough. It gets tough now. Yeah. And then they did an online, virtual thing tonight where they had, the valedictorian speech, and the teachers, or I guess not the teachers, the principal spoke, and they did a little video montage, and then everybody went on their cameras and threw their caps in the air, and Joe threw his up and hit his mom in the head, and that was great fun.
I guess it is kind of neat, but it reminds me when I hear this stuff, and I thought about this today. My oldest son will be 30 this year, and I couldn't give a shit about hearing stories about kids and what parents are saying about their kids. I am at the point where, when my kids were doing it, I was in 110%. I was doing videos at the kids' schools and all that.
Of course.
But just naturally, I'm just being 100% honest with people. Now, it does nothing for me. When someone says their kid did this, I'm like, whatever, I don't care. I'm an old fart now. And I don't care. I don't care if your kid's good.
Been there, done that.
Some guy I was in a store today talking to somebody I knew, and he was telling me his kid plays golf. He's a golfer, and his kid plays golf. And I see him on Facebook, and his kid's a pretty good golfer, but he was in a tournament. And he was telling me the story, and he says, so he goes, I wasn't planning on going anywhere this year, but my son was in a golf tournament, and he wasn't supposed to win it, but he won it. And now he has to go to the largest golf tournament in the world. And that's absolutely phenomenal. But I'm like, I don't care.
I just want to get
I
on
don't
with my
care.
day.
I just want to get on with it. But no, it's just like, but I part of me was like, but it was just, I wasn't like, it's hard to explain. It's just like, I think really what I was saying was to myself, it's not that I don't care. It was more, I'm so glad that's not me. Because I've been there. I've done it. I wore the T-shirt. I did it all. But I'm like, people say, "Oh, I miss the kids growing up. I wish I could do it all again." I'm like, are you on some serious medication right now? Because my vivid memory still tells me no.
No, not at all.
I mean, I love the kids and I love everything, but I'm not going back there. I'm not going back.
But don't you find that that's also just an age thing? Like you don't like. I don't know. I'm that old crotchety guy now, shaking my fist at the clouds and screaming at people to get off my lawn. Like,
but your kids are young
now. Some of the things now, like they talk about all of these concerts that you have in your car. That so appeals to me more than going to a show with a bunch of schmucks beside me. I'd much rather just sit in my car, watch a concert, and then just be able to, talk to whoever I've gone with and leave instead of dealing with all those jackasses in the crowd.
Okay, I got to intervene here, Tim. How old are your kids?
Oh, Christ. They're 11 and 13.
11 and 13, and you're the grumpy old man already.
16-year-old daughter.
And you're a grumpy old man already.
Oh, yeah. Christ.
What's going to happen in 10 years? These poor kids are...
I'm going to be dead, or it's just going to be the crotchiest
You know what your kids are doing right now? They're not in their bedrooms playing Xboxes. They're in their room looking for someone who will rent them an apartment at the age of 12. I got to get out of here. This guy hates our guts. Listen to
it's everybody else.
Tim, he said, Tim, you sound like a 7-year-old male Karen.
Oh my God. Isn't it a Ken? Isn't it?
It's a Ken.
They called Kens?
Is it Kens? I think.
Karens and Kens. They're just
no.
I'm just crotchety.
Tim is the opposite from what Karen would be. Tim is a very sensitive, caring, loving person. It's past 9 o'clock, and
it's past
we get a different type of Tim now at this time of night.
This is nighttime, Tim. This is
nighttime
bedtime, Tim.
Yeah.
I know I'll be up at 5 in the morning.
But yeah, it's just funny. But I mean, I love kids and I love all that stuff. But I'm just like glad they're not mine. Like someone said, "Don't you want grandkids?" And I'm like, "Fuck no, I don't want grandkids." Are you kidding me? I mean, if they popped up all of a sudden, but I think all the dinner table conversations we had, I think we pretty much scared the life out of the kids, and they don't want to.
You did it right.
Especially when you got one son sending you all this stuff about, people getting divorced, and he's shaking his head, and yeah, that's good. He's not getting married.
Yeah.
Do people get married anymore? I guess they do.
Yep.
Well,
eventually.
Tim, you're getting married eventually.
Yeah. Yeah, that was Tim, like I said, Tim started COVID just to get out of that. He ate a bat.
Yeah.
He ate the bat. I wonder why he flew to China back in
Oh my God, Tim, do you remember when right before COVID, like everything shut down, we played at where was that place in Scarborough? And then that jam night we did. The last time we all played together.
Oh, yeah.
And we get up on the stage and Simon just says, it's great to be here. Thank you. We're glad to be back from our tour of China. And he says it, and the place just went dead silent.
It's funny.
Too soon.
And some lady just went, China? And we're just like, yeah, okay, that's too soon for that. And that was the night when they shut down the NBA.
Yeah. They
all
shut
watching
the last
on the
game.
TVs. And then, the Tom Hanks got COVID now. And then I think it was the next day or 2 days after that everything just completely shut down.
Yeah,
too funny.
Tom Hanks getting COVID, that was worse than anything, wasn't it? I mean,
biggest news ever.
It was like him and his wife, and
yeah, Tom Hanks.
That was celebrity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, celebrity bathing or whatever they call it. I don't know what the word is. So
Forrest
so
Gump.
that's it. So that's graduation. So that's done. And we hate kids. Let's
Yeah, you don't want to hear
let
any
me
more about
just
that.
check off my list. Hate kids. That's done. So now speaking of the Euro this week, I don't know if anyone watched the first Denmark game. Did you hear
Was that when
about?
the guy
I did.
collapsed?
Yeah. So this guy,
Oh, Joseph, you saw that, I think.
the guy
think
collapsed
Joseph-
on the field, and he actually had no pulse.
Mhm.
And they had to bring the defibrillator out. They had to get him going again.
So the team's captain apparently gave him or started CPR or whatever, and he also told his team to surround him so they couldn't do the cameras in.
Yes.
Mhm.
And then once the I guess the paramedics or whoever was working on him, he then went and comforted the dude's wife, and I don't know if his kids were there or.
Mhm.
So I know there was a big social media hooray for everything that the guy did.
Yeah, it was really weird, and it turned out that he had it was obviously a heart thing, so he's getting some sort of thing put into his heart. He's going to wear some sort of
pacemaker.
Yeah, I don't know what they call.
Heart thing.
I don't know what they call heart thing. Heart thing is heart thing is probably the technical word for it.
I think so.
I guess I think he had something. I think it's something to do. Sometimes like the heart muscle gets really big, and so people with an enlarged heart, it works so hard, it puts so much pressure, and I think it can pump the blood too fast too, or something like that. So that's why these guys. They say that's one of the reasons.
Not a pump fast blood heart thing.
No.
That's the technical term for it.
But they say that's why Lance Armstrong, other than the medication he was taking, but they say his heart
medication.
his heart was extra large, so it could pump a lot of oxygen through his body better than
but so was his testicle.
Yeah, but but I think he had that taken out. But
oh boy,
yeah, EPO. So that's that. So that's the Euro. Now, I was listening to a guy. His name is called Edward Slingerland. Not Scissorhand.
Huh?
Not Scissorhand. Not Edward Scissorhand. Slingerhand. And he has
Slingerhand.
He's from Vancouver, and he has a book out called Drunk.
Okay.
And he talks about the social benefits of drinking for an evolutionary point of view.
Interesting.
So I actually want to read the book because he talks about that alcohol was around before agriculture came along.
Right.
And the reason they reckon it came about was because they used to make sourdough bread. That's how they used to make the starter. That's how they get the yeast. But if you leave the starter to make the sourdough bread too long, if you leave it, it ferments and turns into alcohol. And they reckon that's how they discovered alcohol. And then the effects of the alcohol were, I guess they like the effects of the alcohol. They say that led to agriculture trying to make more and more and more of this drink, this beer, which led to then getting other things. So they said that beer or alcohol could have led to that. But he also went on to say, he did a lot of research because I could tell from the podcast. He also went on to say that at that time, the alcohol level was very low. So it wasn't like it is today.
Right.
They weren't distilling alcohol back then. So they were the way they were doing it, they weren't getting the high level of alcohol. And that for a lot of cultures only drank with they had certain like ceremonial drinks. So when people say here's a toast, and I think they still do this in parts of China, you only drink when they say to drink at an event, so you don't get drunk and you don't get carried away. But they say that for alcohol could be something that helped our societies evolve because a little bit of alcohol makes you loosen up. It shuts it shuts down the frontal your frontal cortex or your frontal lobe cortex, and which takes away the I I guess, the breaks from saying certain things, which we all know that. But it also lets people loosen up. And he says that's why companies like Google have rooms that are full of like fine scotches that groups of people, their workers that are working on a project, when they're kind of at a point when they're stumped on something, go in, have a shot, and then work out the problem. I can say I'm not getting anywhere with this, Joe. Let's go have a shot. But yeah, Google has been known to allow their employees to drink while they're at work for that reason. So yeah, it was pretty neat. So it's called Drunk Edward Slingerland.
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 Slingerman. Whatever.
So yeah. So there's my list. What do you got?
Well, speaking of drinking,
let's get started.
I had my sister over for the weekend from Vancouver.
Maybe she knows this guy. Maybe this guy used
maybe.
her in the study.
Could be. Well, we had a session on what was Sunday. We did a combination Father's Day, graduation thing for Joseph. We had a barbecue, and everybody was here. We hung out, and so as the day kind of got on, we just started drinking a little bit more and more and more and more, and it ended up going long into the night. Long after everybody had left, and it was me and my stepmom and my sister, and I haven't had that much to drink in a very long time.
Oh.
And yeah, really feeling my age, especially the next day. I woke up and was, oh God, I felt absolutely horrible. But my poor sister the next day had to get up and get on an airplane and fly all the way back to Vancouver. And I think she was probably worse off.
Hey, didn't she have to isolate when she got here?
No.
No.
What?
No, that's only international.
Oh,
That's
international.
not throughout, yeah.
Oh, right. Not anymore. You don't have to. That's right.
And Joe got his Apple Pencil. Yeah, I see that, Joe. Yeah, bought him an Apple Pencil.
Oh, right.
For his graduation present, which he
iPad.
can't use yet because he doesn't have his iPad yet.
Start small, work your way up.
Yeah, exactly. So he can look at it.
They are cool.
I don't know.
They are cool.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my. I rarely drink. I mean, I have a beer socially. I may have a few once in a while at home. I have a bottle of rum that's been on my shelf since Christmas. But I don't drink a whole lot at all.
I don't drink much.
I did Sunday. I sure did. Yep.
Well, the thing is, if you dive into it, as you get older, you know what's on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's there.
Yep. But you get to a certain point where you're just, I guess that's that part of your brain where the filter is gone and you just don't care. It's like, I'm just going to keep going. I'll be fine. I've survived this before.
Because it does feel good. This is the thing. It does feel good to have a few drinks and you just loosen up and you shut apart, like part of your brain shuts off and you're not worrying about things anymore. You're not, your defenses and mechanisms aren't up.
Yeah, but you do. Yeah, it's whether it's drinking or some sort of sport activity. It's like I used to be able to do this. I'm sure I still can, and we really can't.
No, not at all.
We're frickin' old, and
I never really could drink well. I think when I was 21, 21, I got a tolerance up where I could drink 8 beers. Regular size beers at a bar in an evening and go home and not be sick. That was like that was it. But if I pushed that, but now,
no. Yeah,
give you a couple chocolate martinis.
Oh, that's it. It puts me off. Like, yeah, it's like, yeah, certain things like you just don't want to. But it is.
Does Lisa drink? Or not a lot?
No, rarely. Oh. Like, we'll have a glass. Like, I took a bottle of wine up north on Thursday, and I brought it back half full. I had a little glass every night with dinner, but I didn't even drink a whole bottle of wine up there. And I brought it back, and we finished it. The two of us just finished half a bottle of wine on Sunday night for dinner, which is not a lot. But I still feel that. Even a glass of wine, I still. So I'm a cheap drunk. I'm a cheap drunk. That's good. keep the cost down. But yeah, but it's kind of like the Pfizer thing. You're gonna take this, like we were saying, you get this needle, and you know that. Here it goes.
What you're gonna feel like, yeah.
It's like if you do drugs and stuff, like if you take edibles or whatever, you take them, and then it's like, okay, I gotta wait, and boom, and then you it's like you're sitting there going, oh, I'm gonna feel shit tomorrow.
Yeah,
well, not shit, but you're gonna be tired and all that other stuff.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
But with alcohol, but alcohol, it's like it's different because you start drinking it, and then you're okay, and it's like, oh yeah, keep going, like you said. Whereas, the needle's going in, and it's like the whole whack. But there's that transition period with alcohol.
Right.
Yeah, there's the fun part.
Well, this is
high.
Well, this is the thing that I've always said. Like, this has been always my question with drinking. So, if you go out to a party and you say that you're going to be responsible, you're going to call a taxi, you're going to drive your car there, and you're going to call a cab. Or you're going to sleep on the couch or whatever.
Whatever, yeah.
But then you start drinking, and that part of your brain shuts off. Now you don't have the same kind of awareness or care or concern that you did before. Now you're, oh, fuck this, I'm just going to drive home. So technically, you're not that same person that made that conscious decision earlier. So this is the problem I have with alcohol is your intention set out right, but then you make you don't make a proper decision, and it's, in a sense, you are under the influence.
Well, yeah, that's exactly what it is. And you can be, well, some people can become like a completely different, personality. Absolutely. Right? And it's not always good.
But this is but what I'm saying is without and it's a very difficult topic, but without saying, like, people say, oh, this fucking asshole, he shouldn't be drinking. He drove drunk and all that, but hold on. He may have not initially set out to do that. But everything went south. So
yeah, you get to a certain point, and your thinking changes, and your behavior changes, and everything changes.
Guess the rebuttal would be really make sure, don't take a car, take a cab.
Right.
Don't drive. Don't because it's just a gateway later to get in and drive home. But
I did it once in my 20s. I drove downtown, and I met my sister, actually, and she probably doesn't remember this at all, and I can't remember who else. We were with a bunch of people, and we were out and playing pool at some place. I think there was a band. We were drinking, and I didn't even really, by the end of the night, I don't even know how much I had to drink, not a clue. And I thought, I'm fine. I felt totally fine, in control, everything. I'm driving home, and I'm driving up the DVP, and it just hit me like, bang, I should not be driving. I'm like, I kind of realized that I'm swerving, and I'm all over, and I'm just not in my right headspace, and I'm just like, oh shit, what am I doing? So then I was just, okay, just get home. Just get back home.
Well, this is it. And this is the thing with alcohol.
From then on, I would never, if I knew I was going to go out and have some drink, I would take the TTC or take a cab or, whatever. I just wouldn't do it again because it was such a shitty feeling. It was scary almost. It was weird.
When I was when I was young, our parents frickin' drove all the time. Well, not I shouldn't say my parents, because my mom didn't, but my dad and all his friends and everybody back then.
That's what you did.
You did. You went out, you drank, and
you just drove back home.
They drove us all home from the party, and they did. And it wasn't a criminal offense until 1986. And it was just a traffic violation. Oh, you can't do that, sir. You can't be drinking and driving. That's the way it was. It's like seatbelts. We never wore seatbelts because we didn't have them. Well, we did have them, actually, and I don't think you had them, but I don't think you had to wear them until a certain point.
Yeah, I don't think it was mandatory to wear them.
But the thing is, when you grow up, like we grew up like that. So I was driving before 1986, and Christ, we were going out and playing hockey, and man, we didn't give a shit. No one did, because our parents. It's just life was like that. So all of us had to learn not to. Now I know the kids today. It's ingrained in them that you don't do that shit. So I would say that there's probably less per capita impaired driving today, because there is
possibly. Yeah,
I think so. I think there is more
at
awareness.
Least in the younger kids, they don't drink the same way that we did. Like it just, I look at my niece or any of her friends, they don't drink the same. Like we used to go out and just get shit-faced pretty much every night. Well, it's
Kids
true.
are
Like we'd go out I can tell you, when I was in my 20s, every night we'd go out for a beer and wings. That's how I get this lovely physique, but that's what we did every single freaking night.
And that beer turns into 3, and then
but you're talking pictures. You're talking jugs.
We did it every night, even Christmas, Christmas Day. Christmas Day we did it.
Yeah, and so I don't know. I don't think kids do that. I know a lot of them are more into smoking and vaping or edibles or whatever.
Well, now that marijuana is legal, that changes everything.
Exactly.
Too.
And honestly, I'd much rather the kids do that than drink.
Well, I don't know. I wouldn't want to drive eating edibles.
No, I'm not talking about driving. I'm just talking about
just in general.
Doing
in
it.
General.
Yeah,
just, what do they say? You put 5 guys together drinking, they get in a fight, put them together smoking weed, and they start a band. It's
that's a much better outcome.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, but again, it depends on the person. It depends on the personality. Everybody is different, and they all react differently to whatever.
It's interesting. Sorry, go ahead.
No. I was just going to say, I remember when the MAD, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, and I love this story. I remember when they started up their big thing, and they adopted Kim Mitchell's song, Go for Soda.
Yeah.
And that was, their theme song. And I think even Kim Mitchell was good. He's like, great, blah, blah, blah. And everything was going. They were so popular. The next single he released was Lager and Ale. And the Mothers Against Drunk Driving were so pissed off. They immediately, we got to drop Kim Mitchell.
But I think Go for a Soda was not about drinking. Wasn't it about arguing with, like, domestic arguing and get out of the house and go for a soda? Could mean like, hey, go for a pop, go for a beer. But go for a soda.
You know what?
I'm not sure.
I never thought of it that way.
I think the song was about that. I think it was. Yeah.
I guess so.
I don't think it was about don't drink.
Don't drink.
Drink pop instead. I don't think that was what the song was about. I think it was when shit's going south, go for a soda.
Might as well just go for soda.
Nobody cares.
Nobody hurts. Nobody cries.
Nobody cries.
Yeah,
exactly.
I can see that.
So that's what the exact song is. So, but they obviously, if he's okay with it, they used it and it sounds good. But it's kind of like, like some of these people that take these songs and use them. Like, remember who was the politician that took Born in the USA?
Did
was it
Trump
Reagan?
just do that?
Trump did.
A whole bunch of tried to do.
Yeah. And the song is bashing United States of America. It's about the shithole it is. It's about how they treated people in Vietnam and all this, but yet they're so you're coming out running for president of the country, and it's like born down in a dead man's town. Like, that's not the message we want to send here, folks.
You got to do your homework before you.
Joe's correcting us now on Kim Mitchell songs.
It's go for soda, not go for ice soda. I tell them that all the time. It's just a piece of useless, but it's true. The song is called Go for Soda.
It's still one soda.
Yeah.
Maybe it means something else. Maybe break that. Maybe it's an acronym.
Maybe.
I don't want to think about it. But but some of the other songs, remember wedding songs like Every Breath You Take is about stalking someone.
Stalking, yeah.
Yep.
There's a few songs out there that really people don't understand what they're about, Yeah. I can't think I think there's a couple more, but I can't
a bunch more, but I can't think of any
that'd be
right
good. If anyone knows any, send them in. But Oh, that's funny stuff. Yeah. What else you got in your list? Got anything else? I don't think I have anything else. That was pretty good. We had a good list tonight. Good few good topics.
Anybody out there want to talk about anything?
Yeah. Did anyone submit anything?
No, just Joe. Joe's the active.
Where did Joe?
Joe wants to talk about soda.
Put a bunch of stuff out earlier. I'm scrolling through the comments here.
I am. So I think there's there are
if
some
you could
concerts
open
coming.
anything right now, what would it be? You mean like because of COVID? If you could open up anything,
like a store, like something could open.
Yeah, I guess so.
For me,
I guess. Well, I guess that's what he's talking about. Yeah, anything. What would you open?
Don't need a haircut.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer.
Everything is open. Oh,
Just
there's
sit in a restaurant.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't even.
There's something about breaking bread with people.
Sitting around a table and
Yep.
It's
having
true.
a drink, shooting the shit, eating.
He's got on here. He's got McDonald's or Burger King.
But they're open, though. You can't sit inside it.
Yeah.
You could.
No, I think it means
still.
in general. Would you pick McDonald's or would you pick BurgerKing?
Yeah.
Neither. If I had a choice, I don't know what. If I had a choice, it would probably be McDonald's over Burger King.
Yeah. I think I'd pick.
But I wouldn't be happy with the outcome. I wouldn't be happy with what I had to eat, though. If I had to, like, if it was if there's a pistol involved, I mean, yeah, I'd pick McDonald's. If it's one of those do or die things, but yeah, I don't. You know what I've got? I think this whole COVID thing has really weaned me off the whole restaurant experience, and plus saving the money. Go out to a restaurant; it's going to cost you a few bucks, man.
Yeah,
I'm trying to learn to save money and cut back on stuff.
I just think it's more the social aspect.
Yeah,
of it,
well, back to the thing. If you want that social thing, I have no desire to go sit with a bunch of people in a restaurant.
But this is the people you choose to.
I don't choose anybody. I don't need to go out. I don't need to go out and eat with anybody. Like, if I went out to a bar, do I want to drink? Yeah, I'd love to have a couple of beers. Do I want to feel shit the next day? No, so I might pull out of that. And if I drink, I can't drive. So
I just got a message.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit. What did I do?
sounded like that was
No, I got it. I found it again. I just got a text from Peggy. From the official Kim Mitchell Twitter page. Go for Soda was never about drinking. It's a song about two people in conflict. They can't resolve anything, so they might as well go for soda. Nobody hurts, nobody cries, nobody drowns or dies. That's from the man himself on his Twitter page.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah.
You were right.
That's right. Lisa says, you sound so antisocial. No, it's not antisocial. It's Uncle Social to you. It's no, I just like, I mean, sit around in a backyard and have a good barbecue would be pretty cool. But just, I think.
But there's something about going out and not having to do all the work for one thing. Well, that's
it.
Right? You don't have to do preparation. You don't have to cook. You don't have to clean up.
I'm going to get fucking killed for this next comment.
I think we all pretty
say
much
no
know
more.
what's coming.
Say no more.
Oh, and we wait now. Mark's in trouble.
Oh God. Oh, see, I haven't even had any drinks, and my front brain shut off.
Oh boy.
Here.
Yeah, but I think it normally.
Here, look.
Exactly.
Oh, I love her to death. Watch what you say.
What you say?
I do like cooking. I had to cook all weekend. I was up north. I had to eat. But I enjoyed it. That was really nice. I was on my own and I cooked some meals. It was really nice. It was, but it would be nice to have people over and have a barbecue and do that kind of thing.
Yeah, well,
but
that's a thing now. You can do that, right? 10 people? Is that what it is? I don't even know anymore.
Can you have people over? No bubble stuff anymore?
I don't even know. I don't know where the hell we're at.
I want to say you're allowed like 5 people outside of your family, but I don't know if that's me dreaming or if that's actually.
What kind of dreams are you having?
He wants it outside the family.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know who she's reacting to. Who packed your food?
Oh boy. Yeah, maybe just stop talking.
Oh God, she's loving this actually.
Oh, that's funny.
At least 10 people outside. What, right now? I better go.
Is that what we're allowed? Like
10 people outside. We've been doing that. People have been doing that for ages.
Oh yeah, I mean.
Yeah, just don't tell anyone.
Yeah, but anywhere you go, anyway. I mean, you go for a walk and you're surrounded by people.
Well, there was a lot of there was a lot of people outside at that zoo today. Like it was packed. And people are getting more lax now.
They just want to get out and do stuff.
Yeah,
right?
It's like it's pretty crazy.
Well,
yeah. So after I get my shot tomorrow, I'm gonna run down the street with no mask on.
There you go.
I still would like to know though if I did have at one point have had COVID. That's the.
You may never know.
It's like
You're never gonna know.
It's like a mystery.
Yeah.
No, some messages here.
50 in BC. 50 people outside. You're allowed in BC. Yeah.
Now 50 people outside at your place.
Like, could you have an outdoor party of 50
with no
people?
mask on, or with a mask on, or see it gets so I don't know.
There's so many.
Well, no one knows what the hell's going on. Like there's.
Yeah, the sooner everyone gets a vaccination and we get this behind. But the guy did say today at the pharmacy when he called, he said that he really suggests getting it as soon as you can because it'll help towards this Delta variant that's going around.
Yep.
Yes.
The Delta variant it's good that we're getting the vaccines because if you get that gets to it's hooks in you, it's not good.
Yeah, I've heard that Delta variant.
It's the worst one. It's the worst one yet. So
for sure. So,
and I think in England they've been opening up, and I think for the finals at the Euro they're going to allow 60,000 people into the stadium.
Oh, wow.
60,000? Really?
60,000 in the semifinals. I think 40,000, and right now they're letting 25,000. But meanwhile, they've got a bit of an outbreak with the Delta variant.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, but they're looking at numbers and they're taking a chance and they're probably hoping so we'll see what happens. So, yeah, this was a good laugh tonight. This was good.
That's good. Good chit chat.
Good chit chat. And
good chit chatting.
Thank you again for everyone commenting, Joe, for graduating.
Yeah, everybody who's
it would have been a really sad night if you didn't graduate. It would have been terrible. We'd have been sitting around going, "It's okay, Joe. It's okay. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad, Joe. It's okay. There's always
Group
next
therapy.
year." Well, yeah. Oh my God, crisis. So, but we don't have to worry about that. He's a big boy now.
Well, maybe in 4 years when he doesn't get out of high school, we do.
Yeah.
No, Joe.
But
you're gonna be fine.
Joe likes school. Does he like school?
No, I don't think so. He likes gym.
Gym.
Lunch is okay, right, Joe?
So who is Jim? Is he like live close to you? Or? Hey, you can do that stuff now. Phys Ed. Oh, it's Ed now.
It's Phys and Ed.
Phys is a type of gender we don't know about. Phys Ed.
Oh my God. Jeez.
Do the antibodies test. But can you do the antibodies test even though you've had the vaccine? That's the question.
That's a good question.
And I have a friend who was supposed to give me the antibody test, but
Not much of a friend?
I don't know what's going
I
on.
don't know.
You promise people shit, you gotta come through.
I'm just reading Joseph's comment.
He hates school. I hated school too, man. Good luck.
Look how he spells it.
Hey, if you can listen, there's got to be a way you can do some set up some virtual reality screen where the Zoom sees you, but you're not really there, and it answers. Just set up Siri to a virtual Joe. So the teacher asks you a question, Siri quickly answers back in your voice with your simulation there.
Yep. Now you're talking.
Oh, so Nikki says she can't get the antibody test. Okay, so I gotta. You gotta pay for that though, right?
Of course.
God damn, I was hoping for the free one. See, I'm getting
No
cheap.
freebies.
I'm getting cheap. I won't go out for dinner anymore, and I want a free antibody test.
And you're antisocial.
And I'm antisocial. There's a lot of antis going on here. Anti-tests. The test comes back. Yes, you are antisocial. That's not what I wanted to know. That's not what we were trying to test for. We know that shit. We know that. According to my wife, I'm antisocial. Get off my lawn. I'm with Tim. Get off my lawn.
Exactly.
We'll get to. You know what? That's what we'll do. You know what? Saturday, Sunday mornings, we'll get together with coffee on our front lawns. Every week we'll switch and we'll tell the kids, get the fuck off our lawn, you freaking kids. Go somewhere else.
Yeah, I could picture the two of you out there.
Oh yeah.
What are you looking at?
That's not true. See, you can't. It's you know what, Tim? It's always the grumpy ones are the ones that care the most.
That's it.
You know,
that's the story we're sticking with.
That is, I do care. Deep down, I do care, but.
So does this just happen when you hit 50 and
yes?
So this is what I have to look forward to.
Yep, absolutely.
Oh boy. Okay.
You know what? I care.
A year and a half left.
Listen, I am fully committed to helping kids. I care for kids. I love them as long as they're 11,000 kilometers away in another country.
You don't have to hear about them. Oh, too funny.
Yeah, it's true.
As long as they stay off your lawn,
it is.
It
fine. Is. Yeah, it's.
Boy, you remind me of that.
See, look, I'm all talk. I'm all talk. See, even Lisa knows I'm softy deep down. Not
all talk.
Not like that. Not like that. Don't mess. Don't take that out of context. Whatever you do.
Put a baby. What? You love kids? Sus. That's short for something, Joe, isn't it?
I don't know. Yeah, that's pedophile or something. Is that what it's short for? What are you trying to say?
It's kid lingo for I don't know. I'm not sure.
Put a baby in my arms. I'm a big kid.
A big kid. Oh.
You gotta do the right thing. You don't want to upset the parents of the kid. Remember that Seinfeld? Remember Seinfeld? This kid, the ugly kid.
Oh, ugly baby.
Ugly baby.
God.
So true.
Yeah. And
look, it's so cute.
Nobody's ever gonna tell him.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever gonna tell him. The kid will never know.
The kid will never know. They're all sitting around the kid. That was good. Good old Seinfeld.
That's right. Yep.
Well, I guess I got to go and listen to half the show again. Now Lisa's going to go. So,
to recap.
Whatever.
It's sus. Oh, suspicious. Okay. Sus means suspicious.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. So, kids can't even finish their words now, let alone sentences.
Well, they got lots to do. They're really busy.
Please.
So, Joe, you're old enough to get a job now?
Yeah. Grade 9. Start working.
Start earning his keep.
So, Joe, here's the question. What would be the perfect first job for you? That realistically, what would it be? Flipping burgers or what? What's it going to be?
I know the answer to this, but I want him to say it. I know what he's going to do.
Reffing?
Oh, you know what?
Because you can do reffing. You can do reffing, linesman, or
you
something.
can do reffing and umpiring and all that. He's actually done that. He's done umpiring.
Okay.
But
so we'll wait to see what Joe says. What job it would be.
We're waiting. Come on, Joe. You know
Depends
what
on what the job is. Well, you're supposed to be telling us what the job is.
Well, that's the idea. What is it?
Well, maybe he's heard the fact that can you work it? Yeah. He's already picking. He's already being picky.
Can't be picky.
Maybe a country club or shoe store.
Shoe store.
Hey, Al Bundy.
Al Bundy. What's the attraction to the shoe store? That's what I want. He likes shoes.
He's a 13-year-old kid who's into shoes. They're all into shoes.
And you know what? That's a good job because you don't have to do shit if you work at a shoe store. Oh, hi, sir. May I help you? Yes, please. Oh, you
have this in a size 12. No.
Oh, I'll be back in 25 minutes. Hold on.
Yeah, let me go check the back.
No, we don't have a size 11. Would you like to try this 11 and a half? Okay. Oh, I'll be right back. Why didn't you bring that frickin' 11.5? So, I got a story about here. I forgot to put it on the list. So,
we've set him off.
Today I'm in Lowe's. And I'm buying something at Lowe's, and there was one of the self-checkouts, the light was off. Someone was there for a while. The kid was messing with the machine. The light was off. I looked away. I guess the light came back on. And the guy says, this one's free. And I'm like, oh, I thought you were working on it. No, it's all working now. So I go over there, and I run all my stuff through. And the receipt comes out. There's nothing on it. I said, oh. But I know what happened. The paper was upside down. I knew right away because all the receipts come out face down. And I guess they do that for privacy or whatever, but they always come out face down. So I said to him, your tape's in the wrong way. It's upside down. So he picks up the receipt and he says, well, it didn't write on the other side. And I said, yeah, you know why? I said, because watch. I turned it over and I put my fingernail across it. And I said, because the ink is on the receipt, not in the machine. There's no ink in the machine. It's a pressure-sensitive thermal print paper. So he just looked at me like I was drunk or something. And so I said, no, check, turn it out. I said, so I said to him, not just like some old fart. I said, you put the paper in upside down. And then I said to him, I bet at home you put the toilet roll paper in wrong too. The kid just looked at me like, what the fuck?
This old guy's nuts.
I said to him, beards are cool, mullets are bad. I just like, here's your receipt. And then he put it in, and he flipped it around, and he tried it. He goes, oh, it's working. I go, what the frick? Why are you so surprised?
You know what? As you're sitting here telling us this story, this kid is now hanging out with his buddies, telling the same story from his.
No, they're sitting around right now. They're sitting around smoking dope, going, you wouldn't fucking believe it. Did you know? Did you know there's no ink in the machine? It's on the paper. Dude, it's like freaking magic, man. I'm not kidding you. This guy blew my mind.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening.
Oh, Joe's got it right idea. Discounts. All right, let me know.
Of course.
But don't go to one of those good shoe stores, eh? Not one of those too expensive ones. I ain't coming in because discount's not going to help me in an expensive store.
He's probably going to look at Foot Locker.
Oh, Foot Locker. You're going to wear one of those like zebra shirts.
The ref thing.
Referee,
yeah.
The zebra shirts. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, look like a zebra and get discounts on your shoes.
Do you get like a percentage there? Is that one of those stores? You get like a...
No idea.
Commission?
Work on commission?
I don't know.
I doubt it.
What about... You need to... yeah, I guess it's all right. That's an all right store. I guess that'd be all right, Joe. That'd be a good job.
Yeah.
Foot Locker Champs.
Champs is another...
Oh, yes, discounts. Oh, fuck. Over it. No. Discount, you're still spending money. Even though you're getting a discount, you still got to buy something.
And then you end up spending more money because you got a discount.
We're doing some therapy at home on saving money.
How's it going?
Oh. Here. You want to know how it's going? That's how it's going. She's just happy. Winners. They let more people in Winners than HomeSense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
Is she buying stuff for the she shed? How's that coming?
Buddy, don't bring that shit up.
That wasn't me this time.
Fuck, where's the fucking end show button? Oh, no,
Well,
don't.
You can't. I mean, come on.
Well, hold on. Well, no.
And you're talking about saving money. It can't happen. Can't happen
So,
right
like
now.
15% off shoes, and you get dibs on new shoes before they are released before to the public.
I see.
So,
yeah, shoes are such a thing now.
You know
that
what? These guys.
A new shoe comes out, you have to get it right away, or you're not going to get it.
He hasn't even applied for a job there, and he knows all the ins and outs.
He's got it all figured out.
And all these kids are looking at all like that, and these stores know it. They know, hey, hire this guy, and he's going to spend his whole freaking paycheck here.
Yeah.
That's what they do. They do at those stores. They do. It's a freaking. They know it. Oh fuck.
About N? What did I miss? Oh, my
About-
she shed. Uh-oh. I think I just opened a big can of worms. Okay, good night, everybody. I'm out of here.
Oh, I'm gonna have to get deworming medication because there's so many worms coming out. Well, the problem is we were gonna sell the tiny house, but we haven't sold it now. So now we don't have the funding for the she shed.
Okay, problem solved.
So I've got to
Conversation.
now work a little harder to get the money for the she shed, which is on hold now until we get the money for the she shed. So that's where we're at.
Okay.
So it's probably the equivalent of getting your cat run over by a car right now. That's probably, if I could describe it. It's kind of like,
Oh. Well, you can go to Lowe's or Home Depot or whatever, and you just buy one of those kits. You know,
No.
those shed kits.
no.
You just
This is just making it worse. This
you
is just,
you do that. That's all you have to do, and then she can decorate it however
no,
stuff she wants,
no,
right?
No.
I'm just trying to help.
What's that mean?
Yeah. I shouldn't open
Are
my
you
mouth.
doing? Oh, and I've been trying to start yoga, but I haven't yet. Because
Did you mention that last week?
I know I'm starting yoga, and I haven't yet. I gotta download something off of YouTube so I can follow along, but I haven't done that yet.
Okay.
But yeah, I gotta get on this. I need.
Well, maybe we could do yoga live one night, the three of us.
Jesus.
It would,
No one wants to see that.
nobody.
Nobody.
I don't even want to know that it's being recorded.
I think that'd be.
But no, I
hilarious.
need.
I'll bet
I
you we
did
get
find
the most
someone.
views that night.
I did find a good. I looked at one that looked pretty good, so I gotta. Yeah, and yeah. So don't yoga in the she shed's not a good topic right now. I gotta go face the music. I gotta go make her tea now.
You've got to go prepare for your shot tomorrow.
I'm gonna get a shot right after the show. I'm just gonna say I feel really crappy for 6 days and just hibernate. I mean,
Till
what
the
can
whole
they
thing
say?
blows over.
You know, hey, I took it really bad. The Michelle Pfeiffer just did me right in. Leslie, you're not making it. No one's helping. No one's helping. We got to end this show right now.
It's just gonna
I
get worse.
need to pull the cord on the ejection sheet. I need out of here right now. I need the parachute and everything.
Oh,
All right,
God.
on that note, so
Mark may or may not
So-
be back next week.
next week, see, look at this. This is
See,
what
now-
we didn't
yeah,
want
now-
to
now it's-
happen.
Yeah, see. Yeah, now they're all arguing about you in the comments. And you know what? Next week we'll be live from the she shed.
Kick him out.
She's
Look at
telling
this.
you to
Thanks,
kick him out.
Leslie. That's really nice of you. Frig.
Wow. Or no, Mark will be live from the streets.
Live from the streets.
Somewhere
on the
where
corner.
you
Here we
should
are,
get a
like-
Wi-Fi signal.
Yeah, I'll be, come on, I'll be knocking on the neighbors.
Oh yes, Joseph, you're on next week.
Okay,
I guess
Joe's
you'll
on
be
next
on in
week.
place of Mark next week.
Hey, it's the day before Canada Day.
Is it?
We'll have a Canada
Next
Day
week?
theme.
Oh, next week? Oh, all Canada
Maybe,
show. All Canadian.
maybe we'll get Justin on.
Just which Justin are you talking about?
Some of her
No.
stuff's already in there. God damn.
Next week is the 29th, so it's 2 days before Canada
2
Day.
days before. Canada Day is a Thursday.
Yeah, and we're on Tuesday.
Ah, right.
But
Okay.
anyway, next week will be Joseph and our Canadian show. So we have to dress Canadian, however that is. Eh?
Good day. Take off, eh? We'll do Bob and
Good
Doug.
day.
We'll do our best Bob and Doug McKenzie's next week, and we'll go
There
for
you go.
we'll go for sodas.
Your lumberjacket and your toque.
We'll go for
And we'll-
sodas, not
We'll go
a
for
soda.
sodas and we'll eat donuts, eh?
Take off, eh?
I
I remember in high school, our principal and vice principal got up on a talent night, and they set up with the map, and they did Bob and Doug McKenzie to a T. It was so good.
I know.
The school
Nice.
was like just screaming. It was so good.
That's funny.
But
Well, maybe that's what-
we're bringing it to you on Tuesday because they're canceling it. We're having a
Yeah.
special Canada Day show
How can you cancel Canada Day?
where you can't have celebrations. Boy, we could have it 10 people.
Yeah.
Yeah, there can't no fireworks.
Oh, is this because of the indigenous? Is that what it has to do with? Is that what you're talking about? You
No.
can't cancel Canada. How does that happen?
No, they're canceling it because they don't want no people getting together in parks and stuff, sitting around
People
having
are going
fireworks.
to get together in parks. People are going to light off fireworks and go ape shit and do everything.
It's
That
not-
you can't, I don't care if you
Listen,
cancel it or not.
that
It's
whole
not-
that whole indigenous thing has been washed under the carpet. Everyone's forgot about that. I told you they would. It's gone.
Yep. Yeah, pretty much.
Typical freaking bullshit. You don't hear nothing. There's nothing. No government stepped up and said, "Listen,
No,
we're going to
course
do
not.
something about this. We're going to put this right." No one's claimed responsibility
For the First Nations, yes.
for the
That's-
First
that's
Nation. Is that why?
but- Okay, but that still doesn't really like. I don't know.
I was not aware of that. None of us really were.
I don't know.
I guess I missed the memo on it.
You didn't get the memo? We're putting TPS. We're putting cover sheets on our TPS reports.
Okay, we'll talk about that next week because I don't think that's a solution to cancel Canada Day because Canada Day should be devoted
Mhm.
to them, and you still have it, and then that's
Right.
what you pump into people's heads on Canada Day. You have a service. This Canada Day is about what happened here, what went wrong. We're going to discuss it. We're going to put a show on TV. We're going to push it down people's throats so they understand what it's all about. But you know what?
So, okay. Yeah. You know what? That's a great topic for next week.
Yeah.
Joseph, do some homework.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll get out of here
For
now.
sure.
I'll go face the
Yeah.
music like every week. I'll face the music. For you guys, like I said, the show ends. My show just starts.
Just starts.
Part 2.
Hey, after show. I'm telling you.
Yeah, the after show.
There you go.
Yeah, in the green room. Bruises go green. Okay, folks, thank you so much. It's
Awesome.
been wonderful.
Thanks, everybody.
And we'll see you next week. Wear something red. We'll see you.
Peace out.